Hello, class. Hello, internet. Good afternoon. Welcome to Butterfly Square Garden. The place for butterflies to be safe. Maybe you're a butterfly. I don't know. But chances are you're here to learn how to draw. My name's Jason. I'll be your art tutor, your drawing professionalista. You like my nails? We did them together in another video. Anyways, yeah, I like them. But yeah, today we will be drawing, and let's see if this works. Refocus down here. Nope, oh well. We'll get there. We'll learn how this all works. I have right over here a cabinet, which I have got. Let me get my stampers out of the way. So excited for my makeup video later. If you can't tell, we've got lots of makeup and we've got butterflies on the table. Maybe we can bring in a couple of the other butterflies into the shot. I know that this is really pretty, but I like the butterflies too. Uh-oh, that one opened up. Anything for the shot, everybody. Okay, so yeah, we've got our swallowtails and our monarchs. Just to show you a little bit. Oh, I know this is really supposed to be a drawing thing, but it is Butterfly Square Garden, so I'll show you guys. Over here, we've got some caterpillars. There's 4 cups, and I've got 4 that survived. There's like 6 that survived. There's an unboxing video showing. I was supposed to have like 40, but it's winter. So anyways, we have our classic human anatomy book right here. And then, right over here, we've got drawing on the right side of the brain, and that's usually where we start out. So if this is your first time here, I'll get right to the chase. For I hope you skip ahead. I'll have to start linking where I actually get started. Anyways, we always start out by reading together. I'll actually be on screen this time. So drawing is a global skill in your brain, and like other global skills like reading, driving, skiing, walking, it's made up of multiple skills that you got to put together, and then you get a whole skill. And once you've learned those skills, then you know how to do it for life, like reading and yeah, walking. You never really forget how to do that unless something major happens. And then from there, progress is just practice and refinement of technique and learning what the skills are for. So you get to pick and choose like what you do for your drawing. And the author talks about how it's really exciting because anyone can learn how to draw reasonably fast. They basically demystified. She goes into a killer class and, whoa, this is what I do, but we don't need to kill you. We can just have a little fun. So yeah, first intro, very important. I wrote little notes. There's 5 basic skills, and they're not drawing skills, and they're perceptual skills. Yeah. Perception of edges, perception of spaces, perception of lights and shadows, perception of gestalt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I just really like my nails. Come on, focus, camera. So yeah, and then over here it goes into like a little circle and it shows how they build upon each other. So edges, spaces, relationships, lights and shadows, and gestalt. I don't even need the book anymore. I've done this so many times I like memorized it, but just to show you guys. If you want, you can like freeze this and read it all yourself, or you can just get the book. I recommend you get the textbook and try all the exercises because what they show here, they're like, this is a drawing book, but it's really like neurology. That's why it was so important for me to teach kids how to draw. You have 2 brains. Obviously, this is outdated. This is the 3rd update for the edition of this book, and they keep updating it. So the last thing that they said was that we've got two brains, left and right, modern brain science. They say your left brain is like verbal and rational, and the right, oh, and it has to do with like numbers and stuff, and the right brain has to do with visual, spatial, whole things. It says it doesn't even comprehend letters or words, so that's interesting. And this lady says her main contribution is that so basically everyone wants to draw, but it's difficult because they're using their linguistic part of the brain, which is all symbolic. So like we have a part of our brain that literally makes symbols to stand in place for reality, and that's like why we can't draw, because we've got this filter that we don't even know that we're using. Anyways, the L mode is dominant, and it like picks up all the tasks, and then the right is obviously more specialized for drawing. Not obviously, sorry. In order to get the hang of like switching over back and forth, it basically says you have to give look at all of these bad drawings, and then they got good, and then yeah, so bad and good. You can do practices that help you switch over. One is such practice, which we did in a previous video. I can do it again if you want, but I'm trying to move on. You draw the vases, and you know, draw one side, and then you draw the other side, and that's just a good judgment to see like how good you are at drawing, because it's a fairly easy exercise, but for someone who had never done it before, it's supposed to be difficult because you start encountering the switch, like when you do cross over from left to right, like your brain puts up a little hissy fit. It's like, no, I don't want to switch gears. But soon it just happens really naturally. They talk about drawing upside down in this book. Um, they talk about, I just love this book. I always talk about it before my drawing. The last one, the most important one, is pure contour drawing. See, this guy is drawing in his, he taped the paper down, but he's looking at his hand and he's drawing the wrinkles in his hand, and his drawing would look like this. I'm assuming that he's a male. I mean, some people, I don't, who knows. But that's like what they come up with, and they draw for a reasonably long amount of time, like 10 minutes. Yeah, those are the drawings. And look at this. She puts like almost a whole chapter. It's really just one exercise. But this is the first component skill, which is the perception of edges. And the better you get at detecting, there's like George Orwell in here. Max Ernst. I don't know if you know any of these. They're probably important. I'm just trying to find out. It says what she'll do. How long is it for, though? Set the timer. I don't see any numbers. It just says when the timer signals the allotted time, turn and look at your drawing. How long? I want to know. It says an alarm. Sorry, let's see if you can find it before me. That's really good. Set the timer for 5 minutes. There. So set the timer for 5 minutes. In this way, you won't have to keep track of time, which is an L mode function. So like juggling both of those is just difficult. Then face all the way around, blah, blah, blah. Look at the single wrinkle. The temptation to turn and look at the drawing will be very strong, but resist. Don't do it. Keep your eyes focused on your hand. Match the movement of the pencil exactly with your eye movement. One or the other may begin to speed up, but don't let that happen. You must record everything at the very instant that you see each point on the contour. Do not pause in the drawing, but continue at a slow, even pace. At first, you may feel uneasy or uncomfortable. Some students even report sudden headaches or a sense of panic. That's really interesting. So we're just drawing the wrinkles in our hand. If you need me to describe that more, I think it's a really simple exercise. Like set a timer for 5 minutes, draw the wrinkles in your hand without looking at it, and don't look at it for the full 5 minutes. And the point isn't to get a good drawing. The point is to exercise your perception of edges, so that you can work on spaces after that. But they kind of go together. Do 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 do. This is our classic human anatomy book that I kept saying I couldn't find, and then I finally found it. But like, it was right next to me in this cabinet. Maybe we'll do a quick skull drawing really quickly. I think that would be. I'm done with this over here. I can finally put it up. Ugh, you gotta read book. You gotta read books, people. If you want to get better at stuff, I highly, highly, highly recommend reading books. So let me move my face up here. Oh goodness. Um, yeah, as your art tutor, I'm helping you develop your portfolios. And the first thing that they're going to ask you is a self-portrait. So you might as well get that out of the way. Now, um, let's do a couple gestures of the skull drawing. Ugh, I really hope I don't knock my butterflies over. I'll just gotta be careful. Boop, 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 boop. Gotta have them on camera. If they get messed up, I'll just grow some new ones. It's not that hard. So I see a nice skull over here. I'm pointing at this computer screen. So there's our skull. Um, I see like a circly thingy, and then I see like, it comes down over here. There's this called the Zygomatic Arch, is right over here. And this is where our nose would go. This isn't really a gesture. I'm like actually drawing the skull right now. And it comes down this way. Do 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 do. And the zygomatic arch is connected to the zygomatic. Okay, so this is the zygomatic arch. This is the zygomatic bone, and this is the zygomatic process. So I guess that's going to be our first lesson. Say it with me, class. Zygomatic bone, zygomatic arch, and zygomatic process. So that's like this whole thing. There's like a little arch over here, and then it goes into the top of the skull, which comes around. There's like these bulbous ball things back here. And do 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 do. Can you see what I'm doing? Kind of. I'm trying, yos. Oh, that's supposed to be that, and that's that, and then how many teeth do I want to? Do I want to like draw every single teeth? Might as well. Do 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 do. I'm drawing out of a book, so it's really kind of. I don't want to say easy, but compared to real life, it's like easy. So we've got these little cracks in our skull, which are really just. They're almost like tectonic plates, like your bones move around. It's really interesting. And can you, I mean, this is really small. I guess I should be trying to draw bigger. But I wasn't trying to do a whole thing. We also have the zygomatic arch and process on the other side. Do, 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 do. Oh, that's interesting. I can just do a little like swoopy, and that kind of makes it look like teeth. Do 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 do. You have a very nice chin, Mr. Skull. What should we name the skeleton that we draw every day? Because once we're good at drawing the skull, then we can draw the spine. You start with the neck, and it's really simple. There's like 7 in the neck, and then there's like, I forget how many, 15 or 12 um, going down, and then there's only like 7 or 8 more, and then you've got your coccyx. So once you've got your spine, then you can line up the rest of your body. We'll probably do after the spine, we'll do like, um, what's the womb bone? Like your coccyx, like your hip flexors. Um, I think that would be fun because the better you guys are at anatomy, then the better you are at like actually drawing. um, and the goal here is to be drawing your friends naked. Like, let's just be honest. Um, the reason that drawing is fun is because it's like you're looking at fun things that you like looking at. You know, why do people paint flowers? Because they like looking at flowers. I would always ask my kids, I would be like, yo, picture in your mind your ultimate favorite cartoon. And when they're ready, I'll be like, okay, so like, how do you think the person felt while they were creating that content? You know, like, that's example, like Steven Universe. God, I'm always using like the most funny things. Avatar. You can tell that the people really care about their creation and that like I don't even know what am I talking about. I'm just rambling while I draw this skull for y'all, sis. Who remembers the anatomy? I didn't write it down yet, so I don't blame you. Let's write it in big black marker. Zygomatic bone. And then zygomatic, oops, zygomatic. I was going to draw bigger, but I was like, I thought I was going to do a gesture, but I've drawn the skull so many times that it kind of came naturally. And now you can see that just because I draw my face ugly doesn't mean I can't draw, like, you know, practice your anatomy. I should really go around and clean up the lines. So the zygomatic process and zygomatic arch. You got to write zygomatic every time if you want to remember it. So, let's use this picture, and we'll just redraw it in real quick. Just I'll do a gesture with the pencil. So, that's the skull. This is easy. Like, the more you do it, the more you're like, oh, so that's just a swoop there, and that's just a swoop there. Boop, boo, 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 boo. La, 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 la. It's connected to the eye socket, so that's kind of why I started with the eye socket. And at nearly the bottom of the eye socket, it comes up and around like this, kind of like a seesaw. How many? Oh, goodness. There's one, two, one, two. Oh, I guess that's it. I see it's got a label. It says one right here on the first thingy. So it says one here, and then the jaw is connected, and it's got a 2 here, and then it's got a 3 here. and it talks about whatever. That's something different. So I just did a quick gesture with my pencil, and now I'm going in with my marker so we can see what we're doing on camera. Are you guys having fun? Are you practicing with me? It's okay if you're just like watching for the first time, but I highly, highly, highly recommend um, joining in. Ooh, I like went way over bounds here. Um, as someone who has drawn like the anatomy over and over and over, like I couldn't even tell you how many times because this is going back to like high school. So this is like a long 10 plus years ago that I've really started. Not to say that I've been doing it consistently the whole time. In fact, that's one of the things that really attracted me to drawing. Like one of the first lessons they said was like, drawing is one of those things that if you were to put it down and walk away and come back 30 years later, like you could pretty much pick it up where you left off. And I was like, oh my God, like this is perfect for people like me who start projects and then do other things because I'm interested in like music and dance and like I don't have enough hours in the day to do it all at the same time. So like, um but I am for sure saying like everybody draw every single day even if it's for a minute. That does not what is that even like what? This is very confusing visual information. From there we go. I kind of had to finish it. Like this should all be darker. Just practice, yos. There's like these little squiggles. Squiggly, wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. This whole thing is shadow again. Squiggly, wiggly, wiggly, wiggly. Okay, so what color should I do the zygomatic arch? Where's my red pen, everybody? So just to color it in, I mean, come on, man. I guess that's it. That's it. Okay. Okay, zygomatic bone is saying over here. That's so weird. I'm like, where does it start and where does it end? So it just says zygomatic bone is the cheekbone. So basically, boop boo boo boop boop boo. Do. Okay, everything in red basically is the zygomaticness. Thank you for coming to my class, your zygomaticness. The more I say it, the more you guys will learn. So I'll make it the title of the video. Zygomatic process, zygomatic arch, zygomatic bone. It's this thing right here. Boop, boo, boo, boo. If I had blush, I would put it on. Makeup is fun, everybody. So we're at like 23 minutes. We talked about the 5 steps: drawing edges, spaces, relationships, lights and darks, and then the gestalt, which is the whole thing put together. And we talked about some exercises that we can do, pure contour drawing. Who remembers what that is? It's drawing the wrinkles in your hand, but I'm not looking, I'm not looking, I'm not looking for 5 minutes. And that will get you in the right frame of mind to draw your anatomy. Start maybe with like a skull, zygomatic arch. And now we're finally ready to do a little boobaloo facial drawing. let's see. Can I get a cameraman, please? Cameraman, somebody. So I'm just gonna like look at my face and take a second to be like, okay, yes, that is a face. That is what I'm looking at. I see it. I see that there's some features here, and I see some of the things here. I see a little boobaloo over here, and it just like the thingy, You don't need words because it's non-linguistic, you know. Oh, there's some boop 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 boo. That's really what I'm going for. Another new thing for this video. So I'm going to disrobe. Boop boo doo 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 doo. I'm a model, everybody. Oh, draw me like one of your French ladies. I'm like the girl in Fame. Okay, I'm just kidding. We do want to draw, you know, an anatomy. So I've got an anatomy. Let's start with me. Um, just just having some funsies. So what do I want to do? Um, other than give myself more space on screen. How do I want to do this? Bear with me. Skip forwards a couple seconds. You guys should be good at information sifting by now. So I want to keep this in the shot though. I kind of want you guys to be able to see a skull the whole time. That's good. That's better. It's getting there. What is it? Zygomatic arch, zygomatic bone, zygomatic process. Come on everybody, we're learning anatomy. If you want to get into art school, you got to kind of already know how to draw. Sorry, but it's true. I'm starting out with like a couple gesture drawings. Let's just say that was like 5 or 10 seconds. This one is another 5 or 10 seconds. Oop, coming down. I think I'm starting to realize that I have sloppy drawing habits. Because you can't just the point is to be able to put the drawing, like transmit the information without picking up your pencil. But obviously you have to beware because everything, the whole placement counts, like obviously. So you gotta learn, you just gotta learn, everybody. Let's draw on our zygomatic arch. So it's important to know that it's there because I would put like shadows in that spot. You know, cheekbone. And the cheekbone's connected to the... Did we learn any other bones yet? The zygomatic arch is connected to the cheekbone. The cheekbone's connected to the zygomatic arch. The zygomatic arch is connected to the zygomatic process, and that is how we go home. I don't know. Is there a song about bones? Comment below with a song about bones, and maybe we'll sing it in the next video. La 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 lo 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 lo. So I don't know if you guys have ever had art teachers before, but they can be kind of silly. In fact, they really should be. And if they're not, they're maybe it's a different kind of art they're going for. I see a huge shadow darkening up this whole side of my face, so I just put it in, and then kind of here too. Whoop, 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 whoop. I'm just gonna draw myself a couple times, as you guys have seen. Starting to get the hang of, you know, how this channel goes. I'm still waiting for you guys to send me your work, so send me your work and maybe we can do a critique together. You can critique my work, I'll critique your work. Like, I don't necessarily need to be your art tutor, I could be your friend. Teachers are your friends. Everyone's a teacher, everyone's everything. Oh, I just gave myself like, no offense to anyone, but like a triple chin. Maybe we can do a little hair do. I've got like really high hair over here for some reason. I gotta go darker. I do notice that the phone camera is refocusing. I'm just like, how do you get it to do it when I want it to? Starting to lose faith in this drawing. Do 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 do. There's my shoulder. There's my other shoulder. Oh man, all the shadows are no longer shadows of my shirt. I can actually see my bod. This whole thing has shad. Shad is shadow, everybody. I'm just messing around. Give me your drawings. I don't care what they look like. I just need proof to see that you guys are doing your homework. It looks kind of like me. I'm not going to say it don't look like me. It do look like me. Let's do another one. It's just like looking at the mirror, you know. It's a face that you see all the time. So you should be pretty familiar with it. I don't really know what I'm going for here. I'm kind of trying to just put it in really fast. I see. That's some shadow. Do we want to draw on the zygomatic arch, everybody? The zygomatic arch would be kind of like here. And it would be kind of like here. I'm guessing. I think that's what it would. And if that's there, then let's put in my eyeballs. For anyone who's new to anatomy, when drawing your eyes, you really should have like about the distance of an eye in between your eyes. And I started drawing them in like way too early. I don't really know why I did that. I'm still learning. Oh goodness, what is going on here? I'm like wild abandon, just start putting stuff in. But it doesn't work. You can't really just do that because it ends up looking bad. If anyone noticed that I wasn't here yesterday, you didn't say anything. So what does that mean? I'm kidding. I'm doing this really for me. Drawing is really fun, don't you think? What do you guys think? Isn't drawing really fun? Do you think that your favorite artists enjoy making their art? Do you think that you could be like that? Are you already like that? You know, my kids went from being I don't know how to make art to being like I'm an artist. I'm not only am I an artist, I'm like the best artist in the whole school. Like it's just so funny. Um, and we got to showcase their artwork in front of the bathrooms. So I got to do like, like a cabinet basically. And it was just full of all of their artwork. And it was right in front of the bathroom, so the teachers would like line up the kids, and we were in an after school program, but it was kind of well known in the school because for hours and hours all day long the kids would like line up, and while they were waiting for their friends to come out of the bathroom, they would be with their other friends, and the kids would be like, "Oh, hey, like, your drawing is so good." And the kids would be like, "Oh, shucks, thanks, guys." But, that's really good for your self-confidence. Wouldn't you agree, internet? And it's just like fun. So, still drawing really intense eyes, guys. Gotta say, my eyes usually come out like pretty deep. Um, na 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 na. I may be wearing a little makeup right now, so if you've noticed that I've got some nice color, it's because I added it onto my face. You can't just walk on the internet. I mean, I guess that's how I started my videos, but now I'm starting to up the standard of my own appearance, guys. I was like, well, it's more important for me to make the video than to make sure that I'm like looking beautiful. But now that it's been a few days, I'm like, I'm like Alexis. I gotta look good all the time. Oh my God, ew, David. Does that look like a face? Does that look like me? Do you think the anatomy drawing helped? This whole thing should be darker. Did you do the anatomy exercise? We just drew the zygomatic arch and the zygomatic bone and the zygomatic process. So drop a comment below, um, letting me know that you learned the bone, because tomorrow we will be moving on to another bone. Um, does anyone want to make any guesses? Let's turn it upside down real quick. How does that look upside down? I'm like, why is this coming out so far? And I know that it's supposed to be in further. So now let's compare. I was right. It's supposed to be like this much in. And then the chin is like really small for some reason. I must be looking down. I like just cleaned up my beard, so I hope you guys appreciate it because that was a lot of work. Um, So my lips should have some color, but not as much color as mustache. So let's just put in some more stash color so that you can tell it apart from my lips. I never put it in right, so it always just looks like a really ugly scribble. But we will get there. I think I need to just be better about my hatching. So maybe I will do a video where I tell you guys what hatching is and how to clean up your hatching. Oh, interesting. Oh, wow. Really gotta get that zygomatic arch shaded. What's going on here? This eye is like lopsided. That's not okay. It's like I didn't even color in the bottom. It's like not in the right spot. It's not the right color either. So again, I wish I could be better with my drawing skills, but we'll get there, yos. I see the headset kind of doing this thingy, and then this is going like this. My head's going back in space. That's my ear. That would be my neck. So that would be my hair. My messy hair. Yep, I mean, I don't have to be drawing forever, but I do want to get some kind of work in today. Um, would I put this on the cover of my portfolio? Like, not exactly. I'm not like super proud of it so far. But it is a drawing, and it is me, and it is better than my first drawings. So maybe you just gotta put in the work and do like 500 drawings, and by then you might be good. I'm not guaranteeing it, but the chances are drastically better than if you don't do any at all. And that is even more of a reason to not skip any days. Like, I understand maybe you're on the go, maybe you couldn't get out of bed that day or stuff, but just remember that it doesn't have to be perfect drawing. Just put a couple scribbles down, and then your next drawing will be better. So you gotta build up the momentum. It's just like Pokemon, guys. You gotta gain that experience. Um, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Um, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this yet. I'm not saying it's good or bad. I probably shouldn't be judging it at all, though. So now my shoulder's coming out past my chin. Um, do 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 do. Let's really define the line. Do 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 do. Ooh, this whole thing should be darker. Oh man, I'm like out of lead. I love mechanical pencils. I do, I do, I do. I think I'm out of lead. That's okay, because I think it might be time to... Do I want to do a pencil day? I don't really want to do a pencil day. I mean a pen. Usually I work in a pen or something else, but I just like... have this pencil right here. I can use this one. So this is a little bit darker. Whoa, what's going on? I think this is... Is this a darker pencil? The other one is HB, so I think this one might be 2B. I broke a lead. Is it any different at all? I don't think so. Boo 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 boo. I look kind of sad in this picture, but I'm not. I'm like not sad at all right now. Ba 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 ba. I'm really excited to be back in the world, guys. COVID's almost over, so just keep washing your face, keep washing your hands, keep washing your ass. Just kidding. Oh, there was a little I saw a little wrinkle there, so I put it in. Do 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 do. This whole thing is something I'm not really sure. I'm wearing eyeliner, so let's make it really... I thought it was snowing for a second. I'm like, please no, no snow. Yep, very beautiful dark eyeliner. I like eyeliner. Usually I only do the top, but I decided to do the bottom today. And I don't do the inside. Like that may be my thing. I don't like I don't want makeup in my eye. Like what why would I want that? I don't no 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 no. Oh, that was what was bothering me. I mean, it looks like a person. I'm not saying that it's like the best drawing ever, but we're here to practice. That's it. We're here to practice. And like I keep saying, um, if you're applying to an art school or something and they're like, okay, good, so you're an artist, like, let me see your portfolio. Let me see your notebook. They want to see that you've been drawing. They don't care. You know, art is so subjective that you could literally make anything and call it art. And that is literally what artists do. You just have to have kind of, mm, you gotta know people, but you also gotta like own it. You gotta own your work, and it's easier to own your work if you have a body of evidence. Boop 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 boop. I'm kind of done with this drawing though, so let's just do a little scribbles. Um, Maybe I'll use pen just to outline the edges and the darkest spots. Is this a dead pen? No, it's not. It's okay. Ba 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 ba. Don't mess up with your pen though, everybody. Pen is kind of like, you know, I keep telling the stories of people who want to get better fast, so they draw with pen. Highly recommend it because you can't erase. So, not that erasing is bad, everybody. Erasing is not bad. It's just that, like, you want to be worried about moving forwards and not backwards in a drawing. So, unless you're, like, using your eraser to draw in highlights, which is completely different, um, like, I would be doing that right now, but I don't think the eraser would do a good job with what I want right now. Da 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 no no do 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 boo 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 do do. You guys have any favorite musicians? Oh, whoa! I forgot about that. I've like learned all of these lessons already and forgotten them because I was making my book of 500 portraits. I got like 250 into them and it just kind of got overwhelming and I ended up having to put it on hold. But you know, the skills didn't disappear, so that's why I like drawing. Boop 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 boo boo doo 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 boo doo doo doo. You guys are getting the real me, everybody. So this is another bad drawing of me, but I don't really care because it was fun. We got to be together. So please drop me a response drawing. I would really love to see how your drawing came out. Boop, I always end up wanting to like redo the whole drawing as soon as I change my medium, but I'm kind of resisting because I need to go take a shower. I just cut all my hair and I'm like really itchy. Um, Pen is good for putting in a dark line really fast. You just got to make it clean because if you put in a lot of messy lines, then it won't make no sense. And put in my shoulder and put in my little shadows underneath the head. Do 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 do. Ooh, what's going on here? We're just working in the shading. Honestly, the shading should be like the last thing that comes in your drawing, but it's also confusing because it's like the first thing in your drawing. So, boop 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 boo. I guess what I'm trying to say is you do general shading first and then specific shading later. And I'm still like so lazy with putting in the headset and putting in the ear. Drawing is interesting because you can be lazy and not want to put in something, but then get better at it and it not take as much effort. So you end up like later on putting it in, and it not being a big deal. I do. I ended up redoing the whole drawing like I said I wouldn't do, but I did. Um, yep, that's a person. If I were to put this next to a dog, you'd be like, that's a drawing of the person. That's a drawing of the dog. Let's just split up our hairline a little bit. Oh, I've like never really done that before. It's a little scary, yo. Because then everything over it has to be darker. Um, I almost feel like it's supposed to be like that much head back there. It feels like kind of mixed up. Anyways, that's a drawing of a person. We're at 51 minutes, so let's kind of cap the class. Let's, what do we always do, everybody? You put the date. Let's sign it first, JSJ, with our smiley face butterfly. And now we're going to put the date. Today is January 27th, 2021. Put that in a little bubble. Let's give this drawing a background. So I'm just going to draw in, there's like a light there. Usually by this part of the drawing, you can literally draw like everything in the room like really well without even trying because you've been drawing for so long that you're already in the right frame of mind that everything just kind of makes a lot of sense. So that's why if you want to get better, the best thing that you can do is just spend more time drawing. Yep. That's what we're here for. We're just trying to spend more time drawing, everybody. And it's more fun if you do it together. Getting my little eyelashes. These eyes are so overworked. The eyes are like almost always the most overworked part of the drawing. Um, it just looks kind of weird. Like I feel like I haven't quite gotten the hang of like three-dimensionality, and the reason why is because I would obviously have a marker now, but you have to um go really dark with a lot of it. And I'm just like, oh, I don't wanna go really dark yet. I'm not ready, but um, oh my God, do I even? Boop 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 boo. I'm like so overdoing it, but who cares? You gotta overdo it to know when it's like if you never overdo it, then you're not really learning. It's like if you do a handstand, sometimes that was dumb. I'm stopping. 'Cause then I was about to start going into the whole nose and mustache, and then I would have like a marker drawing, and I don't want a marker drawing. I just want to get the black hair, and that was not a black hair. That was a shadow in my skin tone. So dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. But since I did do I can, you know, there are a couple spots where you know, do 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 Bam. Um, yeah, I don't really want to work anymore on this. So where'd my pen go? Let's do a little scribbly around that thing. We've got a few more minutes, so let's do a slam poetry like we usually do. I'm looking at the eyes, and I'm like, shady, shady eyes. Intense eyes. Make me wanna disguise my insecurities and fears, 'cause those eyes. But warm. Wow. No reason to fear sunlight. Good night. Okay, and then you stand up on your chair, class, and you read your slam poetry. I gotta stand up on my chair. We'll do, once we get better at drawing our head, then we can draw our torso, and then we can draw our stomach, and then we can draw our pelvis and our butt, and then we can draw our legs, and we can draw our feet. So, shady eyes, intense eyes, make me wanna disguise my insecurities and fears, 'cause those eyes. But warm, wow, no reason to fear sunlight. Good night. You can take a little bow. Fun, fun, fun. Good job, class. I enjoy being your tutor slash model. I'm gonna re-robe, because after the model is done, they re-robe, and then they go around the class, and everyone does. I forgot to do the what's it called? Critique. We always do critique, and we walk around the class. And we give comments, positive or constructive criticisms, places to improve. So yeah, I mean, let's just do a little critique-ola, and I'm gonna say, it's basically the same thing. I'm like, I've got the eyes, I've got the nose, the lips. I'm putting it in better. It's kind of like, you do it enough times, you're just like, okay, so I'm going to do the eyes, and then I'm going to do the nose, and I'm going to do the lips, I'm going to do the chin, then, the hairline. And you just kind of go along doing it. Like, if you learn how to walk, you're not really thinking about putting your foot in front of the next foot. Oh, I got to put my foot in front. Okay, I got to put my next foot. Okay, I got to put my next foot. Okay, I got to put my next foot. Like, if you're going for a walk around the park, you just go for a walk around the park. Same thing with a bike ride. Oh, I gotta pedal. Oh, I'm turning. I gotta keep my balance up. I gotta do this. I gotta do that. It's like you go for a bike ride. Same thing with driving. Like, once you get the hang of these global tasks, you can just go about it naturally. Like, a mirror doesn't struggle when making a reflection. It just does the reflection. So, showing off my nails again. I always love to show off my nails. Um, I'm gonna do another makeup video after this, but yeah, I really like them. They're fun to do. Focus down here. Focus. Focus. Oh well, we'll get there. Come on. Go. There we go. Magic. So yeah, we didn't move the eye over. Usually we like struggle with the placement of this eye, and usually we struggle with the placement of the lips. In fact, everything other than this spot we were struggling with, but we're kind of getting the hang of it. I'm getting better at drawing in the hairline, and you have to go dark in order to get your 3 dimensions. So you start out, I'm starting out with pencil, then adding in pen, then going with the final darkest spots with pen. So We did our gesture drawing. That one was a little more detailed, and then we went full on in the full drawing. Usually, I mean, for the last couple, I would start doing a big one and not be happy with it, and then just like start over and do another big one. If that happens to you, by all means, whatever it takes to get you through the drawing. If you're drawing for 5 minutes, it doesn't matter if you're drawing one face for the 5 minutes or if you do five 1 minute faces, it doesn't matter. The thing is though, is if you do five 1 minute faces, then the next time you do, what am I trying to say? If you do five 1 minute drawings of your face, then when you do your face for 5 minutes, it will be easier because you're not really thinking about time. So it's almost no difference to the art mind, whether you're drawing for 1 minute or 5 minutes or 20 minutes or an hour. Um, the only thing is, how ready are you for that? If I'm teaching a meditation class, I would say, okay, everybody, set your timer for 5 minutes. We're doing a 5 minute meditation. Because that's more palatable than being like, okay, everybody, sit down. We're doing a 1 hour meditation. Everyone that would be like, well, I don't want to. I would get bored, and fidgety and upset and fussy. But it's like you you can't drop the ball. When you're starting for the 5 minutes, and then you're like, oh wow, that was good. Like I could do another 5 minutes, and then you do another 5 minutes. Then you have 10 minutes of good drawing instead of like 20 minutes straight of bad drawing. I don't know. So you gotta start off small and work your way up. Um, I'm playing with all the makeups. I can't wait. So yeah, critique. Do we want to compare it? I did put in the background. There's even a ukulele. Usually on this side there's the clock, but I was covering it this time, so I drew in the ukulele on the other side. We drew our anatomy. I'm really proud of us. We got in our skull and we got in a profile skull. And the most important thing is the anatomy. We did our bone today. Zygomatic bone, zygomatic process, zygomatic arch. The more you know about the bones, then the easier it'll be to place the muscles on because all across here is a muscle, and we'll learn about that muscle tomorrow maybe. This was from a few days ago. Another one. Some gesture drawings. Is it focused? I can't tell. It looks fuzzy to me, but that's as good as we're gonna get. That one's not bad. That one's kind of good. I didn't go anywhere with that one. Gesture drawing turned good. I kind of like the feel. I put the hand, the glasses. There's another drawing. There's a drawing. There's a drawing. That one's not so good. Like you can see, I struggled there. You can see, I couldn't turn the head. I was like, what am I doing? Ah. Blah 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 blah. I'm just showing you guys that yeah, I have put in some drawings that were bad, but I put in a lot of drawings. I've been doing a lot of drawing, so draw. I kind of want to get past this to show you guys yeah, my anatomy. This is the face vase thing that I showed you earlier. Yeah, Google up a picture and draw it for yourself. See how good you did. Do 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 do. I mean, it's the end of class, so this is bonus time. After the skull, we do the spine. This is what I said. So the top 7 is cervical. Then you go into your thoracic, T1 through T12. And then your lumbar, which is L1 through L5. And then your sacrum. I drew the ribs here and the ribs over here. I struggled drawing the ribs, but I think if I do them a couple times, it'll be easier. Because you don't know how many you are. I like that one. I mean, you don't have to judge, oh, I like this, I don't like that, but it kind of happens anyway. So, yeah, the anatomy book talks about all this really good stuff. So practice, 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 practice. I spent a lot of time drawing the skull this time, so this is our zygomatic arch bone right there. It's like the exact same thing. Um, do 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 do. So as you can see, um, I have drawn these things numerous times. So let's even compare. How does this look compared to this? Um, I think they look almost exactly the same. I spent more time drawing the teeth here, but honestly, they look almost exactly the same. In fact, I think I did a little bit better in some spots, and I have a heavier line that's sharper, and yeah, so I I did a better spot with the zygomatic bone. Like this should be kind of out more. Um, and then with here, obviously I drew that better, but they're like almost exactly the same. If I were to cut this part in a little bit. Um, oh, that's what's bothering me. I did the nose thing here. What's going on? Yeah, it's supposed to come out like here, not there. So I guess that's kind of what bothered me. I could fix it. It doesn't really matter. But it's supposed to be like that, not that. But yeah, obviously that's what we're practicing for. Um, Good job. College classes usually run for about, I don't know, how long were your college classes? My lesson plan for the after school program would be for an hour, but I would also do recess and I would also do snack time slash, lunchtime. So, and waiting for them to pick up their parents. So it was quite an involved program and, you're trying to teach them the whole time. Um, so I'm capping our lessons at like an hour because I got other stuff I want to do. Do you want to say goodbye to the caterpillars? Oh, I'm so excited about these guys. Caterpillars. There's two in here. Um, Taking my phone down. That means it's the end of the video for sure. Um, can you see them? Hey, little man. They're so beautiful. Here, these are very feisty over here too. There's three in this cup. So in the next like day or two, I'm saying like literally the next day or two, they're gonna climb to the top of the little cup, and then um, a little known fact is they don't spin cocoons out of silk like moths do, but what they do is they shed their skin like a snake, and they shed their skin, and what's left underneath, they're like pissing, they're bumping each other. They shed their skin, and then what's left underneath hardens like a metapod. You know metapod because we're talking about Pokemon today. Um, I fucking love butterfly. I'm sorry, I just cursed. I love butterflies. You can see here's part of my collection. Those caterpillars are going to turn into these butterflies, the orange ones, not the big ones, the small ones. They're called painted ladies. Those are swallowtails, and those are monarchs. Male and female swallowtail, male and female monarchs as well. Um, that's what we do here, and this is what we're going to do later. Oh my god, look at all that crap. It's not even open yet, and I've got more of it over here. Oh my god. So we're gonna do a makeup video after this. I'm just like really excited. Oh, sorry, I just flashed my nip. Full disclosure, if this video making thing works out and we continue drawing together, um, we are going to have to continue our figure drawing anatomy, and you are going to need a model. So I'm gonna be doing push-ups every day and chin-ups, and I gotta get buff so you guys can actually have muscles to draw. Right now, I'm just a skinny, like not vegan, but a yogi. I do yoga. Yep. So we'll have fun with that later. I gotta go walk my dog, and I'm really proud of you guys for at least attempting. I'm like, where do I put my camera? Um, Good attempts, everybody. Good. Come on. I really want to get you guys to understand that the most important part of drawing and getting good at drawing is just drawing, you know. If you want to get if you want to walk 100 miles, you gotta just it's the same thing. You take a step and you take a step and you take a step. It's not like it gets harder and harder and harder as you go. Or at least it shouldn't. You should just like be casual about it. So drawing is a really important activity. It's calming. It's good for your mental health. It's good for learning how to see how your brain works. It's like meditation, but with with evidence because you have a picture at the end of your meditation. So yeah, I love you guys. Good class, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And please show me your work. You know, let's do a little critique together. Um, I don't know what else do you want to say. Ba-ba-da-da-ba-ba. I'll see you tomorrow, and I'm so glad that COVID is almost over. We've got vaccines coming out, so everybody wash your hands, wear a mask, social distance, leave some toilet paper in the store for other people. And yep, that's it for today. Drink some green tea. It's good for your health. Yeah, I always make these videos last so long. Bye, 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 bye. Thank you for coming to Butterfly Square Garden. And we can't wait for winter to be over because we have some big plans. These caterpillars are about to go into chrysalis, and then a week or two after that, we'll have some butterflies. And we already know how to get them to mate because we've been growing our thistle. Over there in the window, you can see the little leaves. I'm not going to get up because I'm lazy, but that's our thistle, and we've got more growing downstairs, and the butterflies see that, and then they go, okay, it's safe to mate, so they'll mate, and then they'll lay eggs on it. And then the caterpillars will hatch out of their eggs, and usually they'll just eat the host plants, but it's like winter, and I'm struggling growing it, so I'm just going to buy them some caterpillar food. Yes, drawing is fun. We love butterflies and we like makeup, and we're gonna make some piano videos for you guys as well. Zygomatic arch, zygomatic process, zygomatic bone. I hope you guys like learning anatomy. It's fun. Let's keep it fun. Let's make sure everyone knows that learning anatomy is fun. Because maybe you'll get to draw a naked person eventually. Who knows? It is an educational channel, so okay. See you guys next time. Practice, practice, practice. Bye, 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 bye. Time to go walk my dog and shower. Bye, 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 bye. Don't forget to draw. Bye, 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 bye.